All right, guys. So day one of the 7-day suspension from TikTok Live. So we're gonna try and pump out a lot more videos to keep you guys entertained. Stick around till about middle of the video and I'll tell you how I'm using my black and gray and which ones I'm using the most. So with this tattoo, we used 13 curved mag number 10 long taper. I'm pretty sure I'm using Quadron here. I have since then moved to using the monster carts. Those are awesome. Work just as good as a Quadron does, if not better, and they're a little bit on the cheaper side too. I'm also using a 5-round liner number 12 long taper and an 18 round shader number 12 long taper. I'm using the same black and gray setup I normally use. It's 5 caps. The first cap is all black, second cap is 3/4 black, third cap is a half cap of black, the fourth cap is a 1/4 cap of black, and the very last cap is a 2-drop of black, the rest distilled water. I do this way for the majority of my tattoos. I did try the big sleep stuff, wasn't a fan. Now with this one, I'm using the darker end of that wash setup, whereas last time I used the lighter end of it. So here I'm going to be using more of my half cap and 3/4 cap as opposed to last time when I used more of my 1/4 cap, half cap, just to keep it a little bit more on the darker scale. That's the reason why we did that. We didn't want it to be too light. We wanted it to be pretty dark and ominous because it's a dragon, and dragons shouldn't be light and fluffy. They should be dark and heavy. Even still, I'm not using a lot of solid black. People miss this a lot, and I think that if you could relax on the amount of solid black you actually use, the more dynamic your drawings or your tattoos are going to be. In real life, very few places get actual solid black, so you would reserve that solid black for the places that are super dark, like the inside of his mouth or right underneath his chin, where we'd want to see some really stark contrast. The same goes for the white highlights. You don't use as many of those as you would really think you would want to. Really leave them to a minimum. Less is more when it comes to black and white. Again, if you made it this far into the video, man, you are the real MVP, and here's the finished. Thanks a lot for coming and hanging out.